Uh, Game of Thrones, Season 8, Episode 5. I, I don't know. I mean, it's. I agree this is like the worst time to have a review when there's only two episodes, well, one episode left. But this season has been so atrocious that I have to get it out, man. I have to get it out. Like, I had inherent problems with this whole thing. And reason being, let me just say, I have been one of the main protagonist is not a word. I've been expecting Daenerys to go mad. I honestly have. I've been expecting her to lose her shit and go mad. Reason being, she's from a long line of madness. There's no reason why she wouldn't. And they've teased it this entire series that she slowly but surely has that in her and it's going to take a certain type of push. No, what transpired in last night's episode is not what we asked for. Like, we didn't ask for any of that. We get that she's lost Miss Sunday. We get that she's lost two dragons. Yeah, we get it. But how she went like that quick to insane, it just didn't make sense. I don't get it. Like, had she stopped making sense and started saying things or talking to herself after Miss Sunday died, had she cracked in that moment where she was just being, weird, and then she kind of snapped and started burning shit, then it would have been kind of okay because, okay, she's not fully in control of her faculties, but all it took was bells. Legit, all it took was the surrender bells for her to lose her shit. I, I don't know. I don't know. And let's talk about Jogan for a second because Jogan has to be the most massively OP. So Daenerys comes diving in from out of the sky towards Euron's fleets, gets down and to the level, and then just starts laying waste to some of the ships. That's a good tactic. That's what people expected you'd have to do. But here's the thing about it: that can only work once because you then can't go back up to dive again, which she didn't do. She just kept riding or flying around in a circle, burning the ships. No, the last thing I remember Euron saying before he left the Iron Islands was, "I need 1,000 ships." Now, assuming he has 1,000 ships, I don't know how many ships he might have lost, if he lost any, since the start of his introduction till now. But I have no reason to believe Euron has less than 800 ships. Didn't Drogon flying in a circle just burning ships is literally, there's literally no excuse for any of the ships with a scorpion on it to hit him. Last week the scorpions were a problem. They were a fucking problem last week. No, all how many much ships, all the scorpions on the shore, all the scorpions on the battlements of King's Landing, none of them made a difference. She just, how? Then there's the fucking Golden Company, man. They have been, Jesus. They tease this Golden Company. You're waiting to see them in action, and then that dude, I forgot his name right now. The guy that's in charge, he had maybe 2, 3 words all season since his introduction. I don't, I don't, I, I don't know. They get into the city, and the Lannisters pretty much They lay down their arms. They're just like, all right, we're not gonna do this. We can't win. We surrender. The bell rings, and for some reason, like snapping out of a trance, all it took was the ring of a bell for Daenerys to go from angry to just genocidal maniac. That's all it took, the ringing of a bell. And a lot of you are gonna say, "Oh, she lost whatever, so she's justified." Come on, if the people of King's Landing didn't kill Rhaegal, the people of King's Landing didn't kill Missandei. If you're really that upset, just fly to the Red Keep and burn that down. She literally flew off on Drogon and zigzagged around the entire King's Landing, burning everything to the ground. Which leads me to a question. I know that they're mythical beings, but how much fire can dragons breathe? Drogon didn't even take a break. Like, they zoomed out, Drogon was just flying, burning every god almighty. Like, it blew my mind. Like, Drogon wasn't even tired. How much fire? How does this work? And did she even need all 3 dragons? Because if all it took was 1 dragon to burn the entire King's Landing, then she could have fucking left Rhaegal and Viserion. I don't know, man. I don't. It's mind-boggling. And then Jamie, who has slowly been becoming one of my favorite characters, like they just threw this character arc out the fucking window. Jamie left his sister to go fight for the North, to fight for the living, to go through all of this just to come back to die with like, he's probably the best written character arc, and you throw it away like that. No, I have a confession. Like, I am a very much a Cersei fan. I think she's one of the best characters in the show in terms of written characters. Where you actually, she has this way of not even saying anything, and you just feel something. Like, the only person that sparked this much emotion, I would say, is Joffrey. But Cersei's definitely the best character since Joffrey. I don't care what anybody says. But one of the reasons why is because she plays the game better than anybody else since the death of Tywin. She's played the game better than anybody else. The close second comes to Sansa. Normally you'd expect Tyrion, but he has been dog shit this entire fucking season. Cersei has been number 1. Now, the fact that Cersei is in the Red Keep with no backup plan. I honestly thought she was waiting on Daenerys to fly to the Red Keep so she had some secret weapon to shoot Drogon out of the sky, but Qyburn was like, "Oh, we gotta go," and she's like, "Oh, Euron will take them out. They have scorpions on the ship." Qyburn is just, "Well, the Iron Fleet is burning. Iron Fleet is burning, my lady. Fire more scorpions. All the scorpions are done, lady." She was scrambling for answers. Like, how did she? They reduced her to nothing. Like, she literally had no plan. It's hard for me to accept that the Iron Fleet, the scorpions and the battlements was all her plan. Like, that's all she had. She had no backup. She has a backup for everything except for this. And they made it sound as if she has no answers and she's just helpless right now. And that's not who Cersei is. I mean, on the upside, we got Clegane Bowl. The Hound did tell Arya, "Look, hey, this isn't worth it, man. Look, you want to end up like me? Like, this is what I am. Just go home." And I thought that was deep. Yeah, it helped Arya out. Arya realized that I don't want to be like you. Let me just go back and do this. But all while this is happening, Daenerys is still burning the fucking city. She's still burning the city. Arya is almost trampled. She's almost like, she goes through a lot, and then when the entire city is ash, everybody's burnt to a crisp. You know, naturally, Arya survives because there's plot armor and then there's fucking Arya. Because let me guess, her faceless man training showed her how to not die in the face of impending doom and fire. Okay, cool. That's what we're doing. All right. It's I mean, it just shows that these writers, they just don't care anymore, and they're trying to pass it off as good writing, and it's just I can see that they want nothing more to do with this. They're probably tired of this. George hasn't finished the books. They have nothing to go off of. They tried it themselves. The constant backlash from the fans has been too much. They're just like, fuck this. Let me just get out of here while I still can. Let's ruin all the character arcs. The whole thing with the Night King still bothers me because the fact that you just did it because nobody expected it is bullshit. Jamie and Cersei die by a fucking bowler. Okay, fucking prophecies be damned then. Okay, no Valonqar. Jamie should have been dead a long time because I'm no doctor. I'm pretty sure Euron stabbed him in some crucial arteries and he should have bled out a long time ago. But somehow seeing Cersei, their love miraculously made him hold on while losing pints of blood. I assume Euron knows how to stab somebody, so I assume Euron didn't just stab him willy-nilly. He knew how to kill him. But hey, to survive all that to get Cersei to die by the crumbling of the Red Keep, it's I don't know, fam. Like I'm waiting for the bittersweet ending, and it's hard because I gotta say, at episode 5, I don't think I give a fuck. I really think I stopped giving a fuck from episode 1, and I just kind of held on because I was hoping. It's hard because you can lie to yourself all you want. We all love the characters, but we were all here for the Night King and the Army of the Dead. We were all here for this. The fact that they flopped that and episode 4 was the lowest rated episode of Game of Thrones in history, it says a lot. Nobody gave a fuck after. I know you hype this up and then we said, okay, let's just get it over with. We watch episode 5 and it's just the same bullshit. And I don't know. How are there more Dothraki? Where the fuck did all this Dothraki come from? I thought all the Dothraki died. I think only 4 came back. How the fuck were Dothraki massacring the streets of King's Landing? How were the Northmen in the middle of war trying to rape the women from King's Landing? Like what the actual how Grey Worm just lost his shit. Okay, are they trying to set it up so Jon actually sees that okay, this I'm going to have to kill. I can't have. She's not my queen. And it's not foreshadowing that Varys is like, I hope I'm wrong. But when you rush shit, it just doesn't. It isn't done properly. You know what I mean? Like, it. Oh man, it's an absolute mess. And I've never thought I'd say this watching this show when I started way back, but it really needs to end, fam. Like I just. If there are more seasons, if this wasn't the last season, I'll stop watching from episode 3. That was it for me. But this right here, I think we all kind of know where it's going. They made her the villain almost immediately and made her mad almost. First of all, the madness that we talk about, that we think is going to happen, is not. Her dad was mad because he thought he could burn the entire city and wake dragons. Like he was just losing his shit. He wasn't genocidal. I don't think any of the Targaryens are fucking genocidal. This doesn't make sense because as much as I'm not the biggest Daenerys fan as of late, this goes against everything. Like, how do you free slaves and crucify slave masters? Which, yeah, granted, it's still kind of fucked up. But how do you free slaves and stay there to ensure that the economy stabilizes, and then in turn say, I'm gonna burn everybody in this fucking city and rule over ashes? She can't even rule from King's Landing. No, she's gonna have to rule from Dragonstone. Because who the fuck? There's nobody left in King's Landing. Nobody. This was supposed to be a review, but it ended up being a rant. And I don't know. I don't know, man. Just we all have to look forward to next week. Reason being, not for the episode, but it finally fucking ends. Like let's just put this shit out of our misery. Let's just fucking end it. I mean, it's not worth it. Like we just saw all our investments just go to shit. Let's just clap this shit off and just move on with life, man. But yeah, as usual, like and subscribe. Alternative Culture JA. I think I'm gonna do some more reviews, maybe less rants. But I'll definitely do one after the next episode. Let me know, let you guys know what you think about this. If you have questions or anything, we could, keep this going. But thank you, and peace.